Every spring in school, we take time to reflect on how much each child has learned. We celebrate student accomplishments and think about what more we can be doing for each child. One of the many ways we do this is through administering standardized tests. These assessments allow us to look at how each child is performing compared to their peers, not just in the district, but across the state and even the country. Parents often want to know what they can do to help their child prepare for these tests. Here are 3 quick tips that should help. Tip number 1, your child is ready. Our goal is always to ensure that students are learning and meeting their potential. The teachers have not only been ensuring your child is learning the curriculum all year, they are now in the midst of teaching test-taking skills.
So today we're going to go back over what we do with those maybe right answers. Okay? And we know that as strong test takers, we are sure to go back into the text when we can to find the best answer from our maybe right category. We also remember that we have to go back into the text when we can because sometimes we're left with 2 maybe right answers, sometimes we're left with 3, and we can't just guess. We have to make sure that we find evidence to support our answer whenever we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that animal talk passage that we did last week. So if you could open your packets to that passage, turning to the questions first. We're going to look at question 2 first, just to kind of jog our memory. So when we looked at question number 2, remember that it said, why would a rattlesnake make sounds with its tail? Okay? And we began by eliminating 2 of our answers as definitely wrong. We knew that when we looked over those answers, they didn't really make sense to us as readers. So we were able to cross them out and get rid of them immediately, which is great. But we're not done yet. Okay? We're still left with 2 possible answers. And now we need to think about what strong readers and strong test takers do next. Okay? So now that I've gone back into the text, I know that I have solid text evidence that the correct answer is not H. The correct answer is J. Okay? So if anyone ever sat down next to me and said, but Mrs. Brower, how do you know that it's J? I would be able to say, well, I look back in the text. I've got text evidence. Right? We're all very good at that because we've been doing that all year round. Okay? We're just practicing it again. So the correct answer is J. I filled it in under my test bubble.
Tip number 2, avoid the money trap. With all the focus currently in the media about standardized tests, it is easy to get caught up in all the test prep hype and feel like you need to buy all the test prep books on the market. If you're looking for a quality resource for practice test questions, visit the East Brunswick Public Library. They participate in a free online test prep program called Loomis Learning. All you need is a library card to get started. Tip number 3, stick to your family routine. There's no reason to cancel afternoon plans or go into work late the week of the test. It's definitely important that your child get a good night's rest and eats a healthy breakfast, but a change to the typical routine often leads to a child feeling more nervous. Along with this, it's very important that your child arrive to school on time. The test begins right at the start of the school day, and students are not allowed to enter the class once the test has started. It is normal for students and parents to feel a little nervous about these tests. While standardized testing is important and test taking is certainly a life skill, it is only one way we measure student progress. Encourage your child to try their best and reassure them that they are ready. We know they are.